Fuck. Oh, God. I don't even know how to start this. I've never, done something like this before. Oh, focus. Good Lord. It has taken a long time to build up the courage to just talk in front of a camera. I'm not the type of person to just talk in front of people. Like, presenting is not my strong suit. When I moved back to Connecticut, because I was in Arizona for a year, that's a whole nother story. I really wanted to start, in the school that I returned to, I really wanted to start a comedy club. Because that fear of not being able to present, not being able to just speak in front of people, even as old as I am in the middle of high school, or well, I guess now in the tail end of high school, it's an insanely important thing. And I know that. Like, I just wish someone had told me sooner to just start a club. Because I've done it before, and it sucked. Oh, good Lord. That was the first try. But I can tell you, that was a school that I'd only been to for a year in a completely different place in the middle of goddamn Scottsdale, outside of Phoenix. Very like a new money place, which I didn't grow up with that. I'm not saying new money is bad and old money is good, but I'm just saying it's just a totally different set of people. Being able to be like a leader of a club is a very important skill. Not only of a club, but I mean just like a leader in general. Being a club leader, I'm just using as a good example. There's really no other example I have, because that was my first try and it felt so impossible. Like, so I tried starting this club, and the first day there was like 3 people there, maybe 4. Next day there was 5. I was like, okay, this is good. And by the way, you do have to get signatures, and I got more than 10 signatures, so all I'm saying. But nobody really came. And the next day there were 4, then there were 3, and then eventually it was just me and another kid plus the advisor, because we have to have like a teacher advisor for it. And then it kind of fell by the wayside. And I say this with absolute seriousness, as I know what the cause was. Because to start a club, you have to talk in front of everybody as like hey everybody, I'm starting this club with a few other people. This is when it's meeting. This is where it's meeting. If you want to come, stop by, we'd be glad to have you. And this was a club for like tabletop games, because I love Dungeons and Dragons. So we're going to play like D&D, Catan, just stuff like that. And I stood up in front of everybody, and I felt everybody and their mother staring at me. And that was the most amount of fear I've ever felt as a human being. Not that there was a time that I wasn't, but that's a whole nother story. Point is, being able to present and just talk in front of people is such a great quality. And I stood up there and I mumbled something and sat back down, and that was it. That was the reason. I think that was just the reason nobody paid that club any sort of mind, was the fact that when I stood up and I looked down at my feet and I kind of, and this is a club, this is where we're meeting, and this is the room, and then I just sat back down and I just kind of stared, just like completely avoiding eye contact. I was just like, nobody really cared. But being able to stand up and say something like, hello everybody, I'm this, I might be new to this school, but I really wanted to bring something here that was at my old school, but it isn't here, so I really wanted to get the lack of that dish out of here. I want to bring this, I want to show this to you, I want to give this to you guys. If you guys wanted to show up, that'd be awesome, we'd be glad to have you. It's a new sort of thing, you guys should totally join. Being able to just rapid fire and just be not loud, but almost positive, definitely, but like being able to just get up on stage and act like you're just talking to like your best friend, that is an incredible skill. And I think there's not many examples of it, but it feels like it's harder to find an example of someone who can do that than someone who can't. It's easier to it's just harder to do that. Now, I'm not saying this is a skill that everybody should know, because like there's going to be times where you're just not going to need that. I talk to my friends and it's just like a group of us, so I just use this. This is how I'm talking to you guys, and I feel like by doing this I'm improving my skill of being able to talk to people. I'm just imagining there's like 10,000 other people in this tiny ass room with me. What I want to get across out of all this rambling, if you take anything away, just one thing, just take this away. Please, just speak. Speak to people, not only your friends or your parents or whatever, groups of people you haven't talked to, go up to them. Just talk. Because little do you know, people actually value you as a human being. It might be hard to get your head around, but it's true. I definitely felt the way you felt before, like kind of being like standoffish to yourself, I guess, like not allowing yourself to engage with new people. I think it's important to try. Just that try, because if you change your mindset of I can't be good at this, even though this is some trophy crap, just hear me out, humor me for a sec. Just being able to, put yourself in the position of, I'm speaking right now. Now please offer me your attention. It makes such a huge mindset difference. I'm not joking.